Mary Shelley's book Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus has been a favorite of readers for hundreds of years. Its main character, Frankenstein's monster, will always be remembered. This character has become a part of the common culture. But Frankenstein's legend and history go beyond Mary Shelley's book. In this video, we'll look at where the story of Frankenstein came from ancient myths and legends to Mary Shelley's groundbreaking work, Ancient Myths and Legends. We need to go into the old myths and legends that served as the inspiration for Frankenstein to get a better understanding of where this enduring character came from. The narrative of Prometheus, found in Greek mythology, is one of the first myths connected to Frankenstein. According to this tale, Prometheus was the one who fashioned humankind from clay and stole fire from the gods to give it to humanity. There are parallels between his act of creation, his defiance of the divine, Victor Frankenstein's scientific ambition, and his innovation of life from lifeless substance. The Jewish legend of the golem was another myth that affected how the Frankenstein story was told. The golem was a monster that was fashioned out of clay and brought to life via the performance of ceremonial rites. When it was under control, the golem acted as a guardian for the Jewish community. Nevertheless, when it was not, it became destructive. This concept of creating a creature with good intentions that finally develops into a monster connects with the prevalent ideas in Shelley's novel. Mary Shelley's influences. Mary Shelley's private life and the historical climate in which she was writing Frankenstein contributed significantly to the novel's development. Mary Shelley was exposed to the scientific disputes of her time, particularly the idea of galvanism, which entailed using electricity to reanimate dead tissues. This concept was the basis for Mary Shelley's novel Frankenstein. This new scientific discovery sparked Shelley's imagination, ultimately resulting in the creation of Frankenstein's monster. In addition, Shelley was shaped by the personal tragedy and heartache she had encountered in her own life. Shelley was profoundly impacted by the passing of her children, as well as by the death of her mother and half-sister within a short time of each other following Shelley's birth. These individual misfortunes find expression in the novel through Victor Frankenstein's quest to create life, which is motivated by his desire to triumph over death and get over the pain of loss. Victor Frankenstein and the creation of the monster. The protagonist of Mary Shelley's novel, Victor Frankenstein, is a young researcher obsessed with discovering the answers to life's most perplexing questions. He is successful in creating a creature through the process of his experiments by stitching together body pieces from a variety of dead bodies. However, as Victor witnesses his invention come to life, he is horrified by its look and decides that the monster should not exist. The beast is driven to a road of mental suffering and retribution due to this rejection. The beast, frequently but incorrectly identified as Frankenstein, manifests the adverse outcomes that can result from unbridled ambition and the battle to be accepted. This highlights themes of alienation, accountability, and the ethics of scientific endeavor by having the creature seek vengeance on its creator due to the rejection it has received from society and the isolation it has experienced from the community. Mary Shelley drew inspiration for Frankenstein's mythology and origins from various sources, including ancient stories, her own life experiences, and the scientific developments of the day. Shelley built a narrative that resonated with universal human issues by borrowing inspiration from the Jewish legend of the golem and the Greek myth of Prometheus. She investigates the limits of scientific ambition, the implications of playing God, and the significance of acceptance and empathy through her portrayal of Victor Frankenstein and his creature in the play. Since then, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein's monster has gone on to become a legendary character in various other works of literature, as well as in popular culture. Its convoluted beginnings and enduring legacy stand as a monument to the power of storytelling and the ability to delve into humanity's darkest fears and most secretive yearnings. The moral and ethical ramifications of scientific discoveries and the consequences of rejecting those who are different are brought to our attention in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, which continues to captivate audiences even in the 21st century. Frankenstein has been the source of inspiration for countless adaptations, interpretations, and retellings in various art forms throughout its long and illustrious history. The character of Frankenstein's monster has evolved into a well-known and identifiable figure over the years. The beast is frequently portrayed as a misunderstood and tragic creature rather than a creature who exemplifies pure evil in various mediums, such as stage plays and films. These versions have added further to the mythos and growth of the Frankenstein narrative, adding levels of complexity and examining different parts of the story. Even in our day and age, the ideas discussed in Frankenstein have retained their power to move and inspire. Concerns about the boundaries of human knowledge and the potential repercussions of tampering with the laws of nature are raised in response to the moral problems posed by scientific developments such as genetic engineering and artificial intelligence. The story serves as a cautionary reminder that while progress is necessary, it should be tempered with responsibility and awareness of the possible impact on individuals and society. In addition, the figure of Frankenstein's monster is a potent metaphor for people who are stigmatized and shunned because of their differences. The monster's need for acceptance and comprehension is illustrative of the challenges experienced by persons who are unique and serves to drive home the significance of having empathy, compassion, and an inclusive mindset. As a result, Frankenstein's monster has moved beyond its fictitious roots to become a symbol of social and emotional isolation, which resonates with people who feel excluded or rejected. Ancient myths, Mary Shelley's own experiences, and the science and cultural climate of her time all played a part in how the story of Frankenstein came to be. She used creation myths, Shelley's own experiences, and the scientific arguments of the time to make a story that is still interesting to people today. As a character, Frankenstein's monster shows what happens when ambition goes unchecked and when people try to fit in. He is also a reflection of social fears and moral problems. The story has changed through different adaptations and retellings, resonating with new generations and making us think about the ethical implications of scientific progress and how important empathy and acceptance are in a world with many different kinds of people. Frankenstein's lasting popularity shows how deeply they looked into human nature and how powerful stories are. So that's all for today's video. If you like this video, click the like and the bell buttons. We'll have another video for you soon. Take care until then.